I'm so happy to be back, and I'm really sorry for the long absence. As you know, COVID-19 changed our lives drastically, and alhamdulillah, things are getting better. We're getting back our lives together, and we're getting used to the new normal. The new normalcy, as they call it, is amazing, and what is amazing more is the capability of human beings to adapt and to adjust. Since, you know, a lot of us may not be traveling this summer, so I will keep your days busy. Today I'm bringing you a couple of books and a couple of movies slash series which are quite interesting. Personally, I found them interesting, so I'll share them with you. I'll pass on the knowledge as promised, and then you guys can always judge, right? So we'll start with the first exciting section, which is movies and series. Series that I've watched during this period and I fell in love with completely. I mean, the type of series I'm going to talk about, the first one, is the type of series that make you basically think harder. You know, all your senses are working when you're watching this type of TV shows. So, number uno, Mindhunter, which was produced in 2019, and it's on Netflix. Obviously, it's available there. All the available seasons. I believe other seasons will be available elsewhere online, you know, online streaming and so on. But for me personally, I've watched the available seasons on Netflix because it was easier. So, this one allowed me to read from my phone. So, the events happen in 1977, okay? It talks about an FBI team who started this new department to investigate and previous crimes that happened in the past, and that will help them basically with analysis and a lot of the gain. It will help them solve current crimes. So personally, I thought it was quite amazing. I mean, the production is amazing, the stories are amazing, the different characters and even the actors and how they really played the roles, you know, amazingly. I highly recommend it. Please watch it if you're into FBI, crime solving, you know, Sherlock kind of series and TV shows. I really recommend it. Go for it. Number two, documentary. So for those who like documentaries, I'm one of those actually. I have recently watched something called Athlete A on Netflix. It was just recently released and added on Netflix list of documentaries, and it talks about young gymnasts who were trying and really working hard and climbing the ladder to reach the national team, the national US team, and the things they were going through, the obstacles, the ups and downs while training. It's really inspiring. It touched my heart big time, I would say, but at the same time it gave me this sort of fire inside of you, you know, this kind of fire that yes, I can do anything I want. If only I put it in my head. Yeah, that kind of feeling. It's really inspiring, it's motivating to the core, I would say, and it just keeps you focused and it helps you basically believe in what you really want to do in life and what you're really passionate about, and with a clear message that you can reach anywhere you want, regardless of the problems on the way, regardless of the bumps. So I would really recommend it. It's again called Athlete A. Go on Netflix and watch it and let me know your thoughts. Alright, now we will move to the books. So I hope you guys are ready. So now I will start with the books, and these are the books. And I will start with the Arabic one, and for my Arab audience I will put the subtitles at the bottom for non-Arabic speakers, just to understand what I'm saying, because it's... So the first book I have with me is كبرت ونسيت أن أنسى. هيدا الكتاب يعني الكاتبة الشهيرة الكويتية بثينة العيسى هي اللي كتبت هالكتاب. صراحة من أروع الكتب اللي أنا صراحة شخصيا قرأتها وأنا قرأت الكتاب من فترة يعني صراحة، بس يعني الانطباع اللي أخذته من هالكتاب لا زال positive. فالكتاب باختصار من أهم كتب الكاتبة بثينة العيسى، ويحكي عن المرأة، حياة المرأة في العالم العربي، الأشياء اللي بتعانيها، الأشياء اللي تعيشها. بتتكلم عن أحداث واقعية صارت للبطلة اللي في الكتابة واللي هي الشخصية الرئيسية، الأشياء الواقعية، ذكريات طفولتها، العادات والتقاليد، عادات عائلتها، كيف هي تربت، اللي هي بالمختصر المفيد عاداتنا وتقاليدنا كدول عربية. أنصحكم فيه ما تاخذوه من ناحية سلبية، وإنما من ناحية واقعية أكثر. هي كانت تحكي عن أشياء صارت لها وكيف يعني خلتها أو جعلت منها المرأة القوية اللي صمدت، التي كافحت وثابرت، ومن مجهودها الخاص وبفضل مجهودها الخاص وصلت لشيء معين هي كانت حاطاه في بالها ودرست. Go for it. Go ahead, give it a read. I hope you like it. So my second book is one of my favorites, my favorite English books, Power of Habit, Why We Do What We Do in Life in Business. So this is the book, and it's by the writer or author Charles Duhigg. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. It's New York Times bestseller. Personally, I love it. It's simply because it has a lot of psychology in it, and it explains basically the old saying that says why old habits die hard. It's because it's a process, it's a psychology. So the author, in brief, explains it in a scientific way that constitutes of 3 stages or 3 phases that comes back and forms a shape of a circle, because we go back to that vicious circle. Okay, and he's saying that 40% of our daily actions or decisions are based on habits. The reason why is he is saying everything that we go through or everything that we decide on our daily routines or on daily basis is an outcome of a habit. And how a habit starts is quite simple. It's fascinating actually how we fall into the trap of a habit. It starts with a cue, or how he calls it, a trigger, a stimulus, a craving. So when your phone rings, for example, or you're in the middle of writing an email, you have that craving in you that you want to see who's really ringing, who's calling, who sent a message, what's happening in the world, and a multiple of questions just pops up in your head, and you really want to know what happened. That craving makes you put that email down, stop it, just pause whatever you're doing, run to your desk, get the phone, see who's calling. That is a routine, and then it becomes to a reward. From a routine, it takes you to a reward. A reward is basically the feeling, the result you get from this habit. And the result, in the case of a phone ringing, getting a call or a message, is basically you satisfy that curiosity. You go there and you find out what's happening. This is an example. On a diet and they smell fries in the air or chicken in the air, and then that's a cue, that's a trigger. You go back to the routine, which is eating fries and chicken for lunch, and then it takes you back to the reward. The reward is that emotional satisfaction. Your body is happy, your body is high on happiness because you had that nice juicy meal. So this is in a nutshell the power of habit and how it exercises that power on us, and how we should really focus on the process and how it becomes a circle so we can avoid it and choose the good habits and not the bad ones. Alright, so this is what I have for you today. I hope you guys had fun with me. Please let me know your thoughts, subscribe, and I'm waiting for your comments, and I will be preparing a few more suggestions for you in the near future.